and he said it was a Yemeni teenager. He said he wasn't a Houthi. He said it was journalism. And then he's like, we love you. And he's doing a hand heart. And he's like, you would do what Luffy is doing. And we support you, right? And so whenever somebody has a history of lying, I'm going to assume that the next time they say something, they're also lying. Right? And so anyway, call him Timothy. Well, I don't know if they called him that or not. But regardless, you're misunderstanding it. Bad take. It's not about denouncing it, but him showing it. You're not. That's not what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying before typing out whatever your argument is against something that I'm not saying. Listen to what I'm saying. I am not saying that he didn't denounce it, but what I am saying is that I don't believe that he denounced it. Based off of the fact that he lied about the Houthi. He did. And I remember whenever that happened, I defended him. Everybody remembers, like historically, I defended Hassan interviewing the Houthi person because I thought that he was interviewing them in a journalistic way. I later on watched the entire tape. I found out that was not true, and I reversed my stance on it because of that reality. So when I see Hassan, who previously had said that he was just simply interviewing a Yemeni teenager, and he totally misrepresented the situation, and now I see it happening again, and he's saying, oh, well, I was just talking about the motives of the Israeli embassy staff shooter. Guys, I don't believe that. I don't. I'm not going to just believe that right off the bat. Am I crazy for thinking this? I'm not going to immediately believe this is what's happening. Yeah, exactly. And so, like, no. And I'm not saying that he's lying either, but I'm not going to assume that he's telling the truth. This is like a conspiracy thing, right? But Hassan is completely wrong often on Sunday. So, he basically gets a... So, let me get this straight. So, he gets a suspension on his day that he was going to take off. And and now he's going to come back. This gets a lot more people talking about him. It promotes him a lot more. And this is like, they banned him on Sunday, right? Exactly. Like, again, I'm not a conspiracy Andy, but if I was, I would be very upset right now. And so anyway, it's a ban for optics. What I'm saying is that it actually creates the worst optics. Because when everybody starts discussing the fact that he got unbanned, and then all these clips start circulating around again of him saying X, Y, or Z thing, this is just another point where Twitch, like in my opinion, I think Twitch either should have suspended him for longer, or they should have not suspended him at all. One or the other. Because a 24-hour suspension, all that's going to do is because, like, and this is the other issue too, is that a 24-hour suspension, he's gotten like 5 of these, right? And Twitch has a punishment pyramid, right? Where it's like you do, it's a day, it's a warning, a day, 3 days, 7 days, 2 weeks, a month, right? That's generally the way it works. And so when you see a person that it doesn't follow that paradigm, well, this becomes a problem now, right? And so it's an escalation. And so when you have the same thing happen to one person, it looks obviously biased. So again, it's his 6th ban after breaking the TOS so many times. It should have been a month for trauma. I mean, honestly, if he gets a 24-hour suspension, in my opinion, I think a 24-hour suspension will make this... Tremble before fast! And the reason why is because they will show that this is a person who was, like, there are so many points on the graph for him promoting and supporting terrorists. Just straight up, flat out, plain English. There are too many examples of this happening. And the one thing that he does end up getting banned for is reading the manifesto of somebody else. Come on. I don't know why Twitch would do this. I think it is stupid for Twitch to ban him, especially if it is for a day, because now Twitch is basically confirming, hey, by the way, he is actually doing terrorist propaganda, and he's discussing it. Like, what people are going to see, the media is going to see, is Hassan banned and improper handling of terrorist propaganda. That's what people are going to see. And that's what the headlines are going to be and everything like that. And you know what, let's actually look it up right now. Hassan banned. Let's read what people are typing. And let's see here, after sick comment, and this is, again, lefty influencer Hassan Piker kicked off Twitch after sick comments. Hassan banned after violating terrorist content policy. And so, this is the thing, right? Is so now you have all these articles that are being written that Hassan violated the terrorist content policy. Now, are these articles going to explain and contextualize what that policy is? Sure, maybe they will, but it won't matter. Because at that point, everybody will have already seen that he got banned for violating a terrorist policy. And after all of the other things that he's done that has been promotional terrorist, I don't see how anybody can disagree with that. But how does that happen? VTubers get banned for the first time offense for 1 to 2 weeks if they show hips. Hassan's on the 6th ban, and he doesn't even get 3 days. Really now? Well, that's because he's getting, in my opinion, I think that it's very obvious that Hassan gets preferential treatment. I think it's very obvious. They're baking in the cake, they're singing happy birthday. Dan Clancy's saying he's one of his favorite streamers. Hassan openly supports terrorism. Nothing ever happens. I mean, how many points on the ground? And just keep this D-Rob banned 30 days. So E-Rob got banned for 30 days, and this was from yesterday. My ban is for 30 days. So E-Rob was banned for 30 days, and they blast Twitch over E-Rob's ban because he said that he was going to threaten to beat up a viewer at TwitchCon. Now, by the way, he didn't even do that. He just said, if I beat you, I'm going to beat you up or something like that, or I would beat your ass if I met you in real life. That's literally it. That's all he said, and he got a 30-day suspension. That is insane. So the level of like logic with this is just totally non-existent. And I think Twitch needs to. I think that they need to have a come to Jesus with somebody at Amazon or somebody doing it, because the decision their moderation is it's so flagrantly biased that it's going to drive away even more advertisers. And that's if there's zero consistency. Yeah, all I want is consistency. If this thing is against the rules, then it's against the rules. So yeah, that's really didn't Tectone get a 2-week ban? Yes, Tectone got, and this is another thing, right? Is that Tectone got suspended for 2 weeks for calling Frogan fat. Like, in what universe is calling a person fat worse than promoting terrorism, right? I mean, this is just, again, it's like, there's no reasoning to this at all. There's no logic to this at all. And also, by the way, I don't even support calling her fat. Like, I don't know. I mean, as far as I know, I think Frogan's lost weight recently. Good for her. Like, I don't have anything negative to say about her body. That's, I try not to do that, even if people do that to me. But the fact is that, like, there is an inversion of logic that makes no sense to, I think, a reasonable person. And this is what I said, right?
Heroes could make all the difference.
Fat champion worse? Well, I don't know. I don't want to. Again, I don't want to get into that. And anyway, so this is what I said about it. I said 24-hour suspensions serve no purpose and act more often as a reward than punishment through the extra attention they create. Why ban for critiquing a terrorist manifesto, but not for endorsement? Is endorsing terrorism against the terms of service, but promoting terrorism isn't? Make it make sense. That's it. And zero purpose down. Exactly. Yeah. There's no logic in this. There's no reasoning in this at all. Your Twitch will be shut down because, well, I don't know about me, right? I'm just saying in general. And banning him for 30 days without vetting what the user said to him is insane. No, actually, I don't think so. I think making a threat that you're going to hit somebody and beat somebody up should require immediate action with no, like, there should not be. Like, I unironically believe in a zero tolerance policy for that, unless you're referring to it in self-defense. I do, and the reason why, and also, even if you disagree with me on this morally or ethically, it's really for a legal reason, right? Like, we can all agree, like, you can't have that, like, where people are saying this stuff, and, like, especially if it's like a person that's like a, you know, like, technically an independent contractor, but you're still employing, like, you can't have that. And so they had to do that to E-Rob in a way, but in game. But what I'm saying is, like, that's really it, right? And that's what I think. Promoting terrorism is a fake complaint. Well, that's what's funny about it, right? Is that promoting terrorism is a fake complaint, but endorsing it isn't. So, El, you're actually right, and that's what's so crazy. Is that, but do you see the logic and why that's ridiculous? Like, because I know you were the one who was disagreeing with me. I just want you to see where I'm coming from with this. Is that Don't you see how ridiculous it is that you can have a rule on the books that says you can't even show a manifesto, but you can promote an organization that's labeled a terror organization. Like, do you see the lapse in logic here? They're like, and no, and I'm not, no, by the way, there's nothing wrong with this person. This person's fine. Both should get you a ban. Both should get you a ban, or neither should get you a ban. But if one of them gets you a ban, it should certainly be supporting the terrorist group, okay? I don't know how anybody doesn't see it that way, man. I don't. And so he showed literal explicit terrorist propaganda before. And he never said, wait, I think that's fine. And anyway, it's bullshit because they probably agree with the manifesto. I don't know whether they agree with it or not. I'm not going to say that. I think that's extreme. But my point is that coverage on a terror recruiting video is still supporting. I disagree with that. I completely disagree with that. That's like me saying watching a video September 11th is covering it, is supporting it. No, I find that to be ridiculous. And so cancel the manifesto, but you can promote the group the manifesto belongs to. Yeah, exactly. It's so silly. And so no shit. Yeah, exactly. Like there's no logic to this. And all I want. Why didn't you read the whole post? Wait, did I not? I thought I did. Yeah, is there something I missed? I don't think I missed anything. But anyway, I'll read obviously what he said about it on Twitter, etc. Kind of what's going on.
Enemy in front of us. I'll patch you up.
Alright, so basically he got suspended, and this is the original post right here. It got 40,000 likes. Do you think the Free Palestine movement is inherently wrong? No, I actually think the people in Gaza are being brutalized. I would have no money supporting or raising money for them. I think that they're also, like, I actually feel worse for them than the Israelis in a way, and here's why. The Israeli government doesn't kill you for protesting against them. Hamas does.
Angry little squids? Gotta be a name or thing.
So these people in Gaza are being oppressed by Israel, and they're being oppressed by their own paramilitary terrorist organization, pseudo-government. They're living in hell. That's my opinion. That's my genuine opinion about it.
Our foe.
I really support them. I absolutely support them. And I wish that more and more people would be able to distinguish the difference between Hamas and Palestinians. Anyway, let's move on. My point is, yeah, Israel doesn't oppress them. Israel does not actively kill people who protest against Israel. In Israel, they don't actively kill Israeli citizens as openly, at least, as right? Yes, they do. No, they do. You can find plenty of people that are protesting against Israel in Israel. The people that are protesting against Hamas, Palestine,
jury, executioner.
If you actually think that there's any parity here, you are totally great. Anyway, let's move on, because you're asking me what my opinion is. That is my genuine, honest, real opinion about it. And I think also, actually, you know what? Like, I'll leave it at that. That's what I think. That's really it. Okay, let's see here. And I'll read the people's opinion, but you're all right? Sure. I mean, everybody's gonna have different opinions. I don't want to argue throughout the whole thing. This is just the way that I see it. And Saudi Arabia, famous hater of terror attacks against the world. Saudi Arabia puts out a statement condemning the terror attack in D.C. Yes, Hassan, that's correct. Maybe it is a better idea that instead of looking at the original sin of Saudi Arabia previously endorsing terrorist attacks, that we try to move past it and we establish a relationship with them so things stop happening. Okay, like that's just me, right? Rather than fucking ever since 9/11, we've been fucking at some proxy war in the Middle East somewhere. Well, this has gotten us fucking nowhere. It's gotten fucking nowhere. And also, by the way, Osama bin Laden got kicked the fuck out of Saudi Arabia. So I'm not gonna go back and blame him either. Yeah, they didn't like him. And so anyway, let's see here. Previously, it's the same guy sitting in power here. This guy wasn't sitting in power in the same way he was back then. That's crazy. He wasn't even old enough to do that. He's trying to shit on Saudi Arabia for condemning the attack, but he's still on condemning it. Exactly. And this is the problem, is that so now Hassan is trying to condemn Saudi Arabia for condemning, or shitting Saudi Arabia for condemning the attack.
I feel better already.
I mean, I'm not, like, I mean, I'm sure Hassan probably said killing them is wrong, right? I'm sure he did say that. But, I mean, isn't that a good thing? I mean, can't we just all make sure that we're on the same page here? Yeah, it's so weird. And, Classic, yeah, surely he did. Well, listen, guys. I know this might sound crazy, okay? But I try not to make shit up about people without being. I know, there's other people out there that do that a lot. But I actually try to make sure that I don't just randomly make shit up about people. And so I wouldn't say that myself until I was sure. So yeah.
Castle went down fighting.
Don't give them another hint. Just the word.
There it is. Yeah, that's what I try to do.
Not done yet. Together.
Every blue check power farmer is an Israel dick rider on this
Judge, jury,
Everybody,
executioner.
number one, here's this is the guy that just tweeted out Hassan has been banned. And this isn't like, I mean, this is didn't he post this photo? This isn't like a bad photo of him. It's not like the photo of him being bald or like him looking stupid or anything like that, the like shrunken head. No, it's just literally a photo of Hassan saying Hassan was banned, and now Hassan's calling this guy an Israel dick rider. What the fuck does this have to do with Israel? What? I don't even understand this. And also, by the way, there's a lot of people that are not fans of Hassan's behavior, that are not Israel dick riders. They just disagree with what he's saying. It's
Pick your
not
hero.
crazy.
Or
Like,
villain.
I don't
I'm not
understand this.
judging.
It's completely delusional. Yeah, I don't know what this is. But anyway, it's so aggro on everyone. Yeah, of course he is. I mean, I'd be
I'm
mad
not a
too,
hero.
of course. But
I'm the
that's
Punisher.
really how I see it. And anyway, let's go back over here. This is Taylor Lorenz. What is this? Ethan. Nobody gives a fuck about this. Anyway, let's see. Let's scroll down here. UAE, country led a little sympathy, and now he's like retweeting other stuff like this. One day, every day that goes by, more people realize the truth. The very same institutions spent countless hours defending and contextualizing Israel's genocide. Yeah, deplatforming all you like. You can't change what people have seen.
Should be fun.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Oh my god. The funny thing is
That's an
that like
impressive
almost
piece of
all of the
equipment
people
you've
that
got
he's
there.
at war with
Yeah.
actually
By the looks of
agrees
it.
with
They
this
called
with
the
this
wrong one of us
sentiment.
Iron Fist Kid.
Like almost
When my
everybody
cheese fully
agrees with like I mean I know
Plan is 10
I agree
times
with
as
it.
strong as yours.
Ethan agrees with
After
it.
what Hydra did to
Who
me,
doesn't think that
wouldn't be
it's
so sure.
like I think a lot of people see that.
The battle starts in
Yeah,
5.
now the actual crash out has
4,
started. I don't know.
3,
I think that this is just simply
1.
another example of
All you need
Hassan
to do is
using
capture the mission
this
area.
cause
Got it?
as a justification for bad behavior, basically, right? And you see this happen all the time. Somebody that is pro-Palestine does something bad, and now they get suspended, and they're criticized, and people are criticizing, oh, well, you're banning pro-Palestinian voices. That's not what's happening here. Being pro-Palestine or being pro-Palestinian is not a diplomatic immunity card from any degree of accountability from anything else besides that. I don't know why we're trying to play this game. It's outrageous that we're trying to play this game. And so, yeah, it's not a blank check. And so anyway, talking security, well, I don't know. I don't think it's really that crazy. And why are you talking about Hassan? Well, because he just got banned. He literally just got suspended, and he's one of the biggest things on the platform, right? And so obviously I'm going to talk about this and like whether I think it's fair or not and everything. But, yeah, of course, absolutely. Right? I mean, yeah, 100%. There's also nothing going on until next, what we got? We got maybe 28 more minutes until the show starts. So I got a little bit of time, and so we can get into it. And Blaze your Trump.
I'm good to go.
You understand that, like, I don't really blaze Trump necessarily. And this is also, we have somebody right here, right? I mean, so as I given your opinion on the Qatari jet yet? This is about the jet. Oh my God. Exactly. The thing is, bro, like, blazing Trump is not even what's happening. Like, I'm not even blazing anything. I'm just saying, like, if he does something I agree with, I'm gonna say that I agree with him. Like, I'm sorry. If that's upsetting for you, then that's not my problem. But anyway, so yeah, you already called us.
Judge! Jury! Executioner! Born again!
Yeah, I forgot who it was or what they that was. But really stupid
Keep going.
about that. So yeah, I think so. So anyway, let's go back. We're gonna look at this hate watching, and ironically, yeah, why do you hate watch? Like, if you don't like this stream and you're watching and you're trying to argue, you're just gonna end up getting banned. And there's like, that's it. You're not allowed to agree with Trump ever. You know this clearly. And anyway, stuff like well, I like Trump more than I like Biden. I'll tell you that. Absolutely, I think it's way more entertaining. So anyway, let's go back to this. I do not think that it makes sense that you should get suspended, even if you simply talk about a manifesto. You say that you should reveal the terrorist that you have.
That's the boost I needed.
I don't think it makes any sense. I don't.
Extended my deployment.
And it doesn't make any sense. Now, is that what Hassan did? I don't know. Based off of his previous actions and the way that he lies,
You'll have to keep fighting until
I
we
think
have
the
a winner.
probability is that that's not what he did. But we don't know that. I think you're bunch of zombies and Jenna is banned so long. I mean, welcome, guys. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. Welcome to the right side, by the way.
Secure this zone. Hostile forces incoming.
Sorry, I mean the correct side. About everything. Obviously. Oh, Venom? Yeah, exactly. And so, like, that's really where I would say it. And anyway, yeah, but right, yes, clearly. And, yes, right. And anyway, so yeah, I think it's probably just going to be for one day. And so here's what's going to happen, is that after
I'm not
Hassan
done
gets
yet.
unbanned, everybody is going to call into question, why is it that X, Y, and Z person got unbanned, or sorry, got banned for a longer period of time, but Hassan got banned, you know, and he blatantly showed all of this bad stuff. You see what I'm saying? Is that technically true because it's spreading propaganda, even if you don't agree, as in visibility? I think that if you are so afraid that, like, even criticizing propaganda is problematic because some people might see it and say, oh my god, now I believe this, I feel like if your ideals are that fragile, they deserve to die. That's what my actual opinion is. Like, if your ideals are so weak that even knowing somebody something while you're actively disagreeing with it, and this is somehow going to convince people, no, that's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So, yeah. And the most humble, yeah, you show racist black fatigue every day you lose it. That's why it's not money. You're trying to, I have racist black fatigue, right? Is this another one? Now, you're mad and going around, and this is, by the way, this is what you call mental illness, okay? Somebody catches you and this is actual mental illness. Like, I understand that you're unhappy about what I'm saying, right? But you legitimately need help, man.
Wind.
You've got to get help. This is bad. This is way beyond just disagreeing. This is crazy. You're being a nutball, man. What's wrong with you? Get some help before things get worse, man. Yeah, that's it. And anyway, wow, what a weirdo. But anyway, us, you guys represent us potato enjoyers. It's just like, it's just an idiot, right? I mean, that's really all there is to probably some stupid kid. But like, that's really all there is to it.
I never wanted to be Iron.
I don't have black fatigue. I have retard
Battle
fatigue.
starts in 5.
And yeah,
4,
clearly, right?
3,
and so anyway,
2,
that's pretty much
1.
what it is. Pitbull, thanks for the 5 subs.
All
I
you need to
appreciate
do
it.
is
Thank you
capture
very
the
much.
mission area.
When
Got it?
Hassan puts it on emote only mode and in chat so it shows hearts while Hassan is reading a manifesto, do you think that's supporting terrorism? I think that it is very obvious that Hassan has cultivated an audience of people that are in some ways sympathetic to the terrorist organization. It is undeniable that that's true. whenever you're reading a manifesto of a murderer and people are putting hearts in chat, you have a problem. And these, again, if I remember right, the hearts were his own emotes. So this isn't like it's kind of hearts Destiny's going to be coming in here and making me look bad. These are his own emotes that they're using. So, I mean, really, this is your entire hearts. Exactly. Yeah, you're the one who's promoting this stuff. And so since you armband for doing that, I think Twitch is fine to people who get on Twitch and they should ban themselves. They should ban the viewers. I don't think that it's Hassan or my responsibility to ban every person in chat for saying something problematic. But I think that again, whenever you do enough things and all these things point to the same outcome, you have to at a certain point hold the person at least a little bit accountable and say, hey bro, at least can you admit that this is what's happening, right? So yeah, anyway, we've got another one right here, another argument here, is that this is, if you're not on the Free Palestine side, you're on the wrong side. History will judge, not me. You have an inflated opinion of yourself. History isn't going to judge you at all. History doesn't know who you are. You're going to die and nobody will remember your name, the same as everybody else. And your inflated narcissistic ego that history is going to look back on you and see that you were one of the good ones is just pure narcissism, self-delusion, and just you thinking about just yourself. It's pathetic. It's pathetic and you need to stop. It just stop thinking like that.
To victory!
Yeah, stop it. Yeah, and incredibly correct. Yeah, I mean, again, and being on the right side of this, that's not even what's being discussed. Bro, everyone is on Free Palestine side, but the crazy ones support killing civilians. What's so hard to get about that? Yeah, I think how many of you guys, the way that I describe the conflict and the way that I feel about it is how you feel.
I'll take a shield, sure.
One down.
Yeah, like actually, you know what? Let's go even farther than that. Let's do a straw poll.
Place is ours to lose.
What is it? How do you spell it? I'm gonna get it right eventually.
Judge! Jury! Maximum!
Everybody knows. Yes. No. Very, very simple. So again, this is what my viewpoint on Palestine is. I totally support the people in Gaza. I think that they are victims not only of, obviously Israel bombing them, but also Hamas. I think that they're getting attacked on both sides, and I have tremendous sympathy for them. That doesn't mean I do not support Hamas. I think Hamas is awful. And I also think the Israeli government is, to another degree, awful. Would I say equal? I don't know enough about that, but I do feel worse for the people in Palestine than the people in Israel, because the people in Israel, at least they have the Golden Dome. Sorry, not the, they don't. We have the Golden Dome, okay? They only have the iron. And also they can protest against Israel without being killed. Whereas people can't protest against Hamas without being killed, or at least it's ready. So that's my viewpoint on the Israel versus Palestine and who I have sympathy. So let's actually see what the vote is, and we'll look and see what everybody thinks. Wow, look at that. The common sense, reasonable, well nuanced opinion that doesn't support violence on either side, but sympathizes with the civilians that are at risk. What a big fucking surprise. The site crash? Yeah, it crashes every time because we got a lot of people that vote. But here's the point, right? Here's my point.
Another epic victory.
There it is. That's what people really think. Twitch mods reached out to Hassan and apologized for banning him. In my opinion, I think they should apologize for banning him. I think they should. Because this is going to be worse for Hassan. It's going to be worse for Twitch. A 24-hour suspension is worse than not suspending him. Why? Let me explain. The first thing is that it creates a media point where a person on Twitch was banned for endorsing terrorism that has had a history of being accused of endorsing terrorism. That is what it reads, and if you look up the articles of how it was written on the first page of Google, this is exactly what it says. For violating terrorist content policy,
I will bring peace
over
to this
repeated
universe,
violations,
no matter the
kicked off
cost.
Twitch after sick comments about DC Jewish people. So it creates a news cycle that says that you had a person on your website that was actively supporting terrorism, or at least providing a platform for terrorism. And then when they get unbanned, it provides a frame of reference of how seriously the company takes that accusation. Because by their own definition, he was doing this. That's why he got suspended. So why
30
is it
seconds before
that
you
not
attack.
seriously at all,
Get
right?
ready.
And so do you see how a 24-hour suspension is actually worse? Do you see my logic now with this, right?
I have
Because
learned
this
all
is
I
the
need to
issue,
know,
is that
Peter Quill.
nobody can ever
You need
see
not
more
regale
than
me
one
with your
step ahead of
tales
them.
of personal
This is what's going to
glory.
happen. As soon as Hassan gets unbanned tomorrow or the day later, people aren't going to remember. They're just going to see the headline.
The battle starts in
Warhammer
5,
40k is a
4,
franchise with
3,
probably one of the
2,
most devoted
1.
and hardcore fan bases
All you
there
need to do
is
is
in
capture
any
the
form of
mission area.
media on
Got
this
it?
planet. The people who are into Warhammer are really into it, from painting the models to tabletop games, consuming media, or playing its many video games. Unless you somehow don't know, Warhammer got infiltrated by activists a little over a year ago now, and plenty of the usual types forced their way into the fandom, pushing identity flag-colored miniatures and calling for many online spaces to remove what they deemed problematic elements in their fandoms. But the reality was that the problematic fans were just normal Warhammer fans that have been there since the beginning, and that these new fans, the modern audience types, were the real problematic ones instead. The type of fans calling for more Adeptus female custodies, and unironically thinking that the Emperor of Mankind was actually trans all along. As seen here, the female Adeptus Custodes nonsense has been going on for well over a year now. It's a whole problem because women were never custodies to begin with. But suddenly, when ESG money began to be invested into literally everything around this time, suddenly, magically, female Adeptus Custodes always existed and caused what can only be described as a massive pushback, where many fans' love and devotion for the franchise was challenged. And now, this brings us to today, where a lot of Warhammer fans still
Destiny
don't subscribe
awaits.
to the overall DEI, or I guess for lack of a better word, woke, push, if you will, of Warhammer, that have decided to leave many of these online spaces because they're completely full of activists at this point. And they have instead created their own spaces online where users who just want to enjoy Warhammer without the modern day slop nonsense, and not having crazy people telling them all the time that the Emperor of Mankind should be a woman or whatever other stupid retcon they demand these days. But this now brings me to a subreddit called the Horus Galaxy. As you can see on screen here, this is the subreddit in question. This was a bastion for classic Warhammer fans to enjoy their hobby without the infestation of the usual freaks who want everything to be as lame and as homogenous as they are. And you may have caught me saying was, because yeah, it used to be a bastion of safety for old school Warhammer fans, until Reddit's own employees launched a secret campaign, no I'm not kidding, to destroy Horus Galaxy from within in order to ensure that these classic Warhammer fans would never know peace nor have an online space of their own to gather and enjoy the hobby they love without the insane ramblings of these communist morons. Let me tell you how this insane story played out and why it's so concerning. This is from Fandom Pulse. Reddit reportedly removes creator and moderators from Horus Galaxy, an anti-woke Warhammer subreddit. Yeah, you heard that right. Reddit employees launched a campaign to uproot not only the moderators, but even the creator of this very subreddit by taking control of that online space away from him and his people against their own will. As seen here, the user named the High Lord is here, who made Horus Galaxy originally, confirmed that they were unjustly removed and had control of the subreddit taken from them due to a violation Reddit said that they committed, of course without explaining why or even allowing them to appeal it. Rule 1 of moderation on Reddit is described as seen here. Rule 1 of the Moderator Code of Conduct, also known as Create, Facilitate, facilitate and maintain a stable community, emphasizes that moderators should not create, approve, enable, or encourage rule-breaking content or behavior. This means that moderators should not facilitate or support actions that violate platform rules or policies, and instead should actively work to promote a community that adheres to them. What were these rules or policies that they disobeyed or broke? They were never told any of this. The only answer that anyone could legitimately find is that Horus Galaxy was simply not allowed to be controlled any longer by someone who was, in the eyes of Reddit's overlords, to be a person with wrong faith, and that's it. And by wrong faith, I mean the High Lord is here, and his moderators who didn't want to mingle and pander with the modern audience version of Warhammer fans that just want everything to be gay and so on in the franchise going forward. Isn't this a gross overreach by Reddit to do? Yes. As seen here, which High Lord shared, all his moderators were also axed from the subreddit the exact same time that High Lord was removed himself. This was effectively a digital cult. Reddit's employees deemed themselves judge, jury, and all that stuff, and then decided that Horus Galaxy could simply not exist at the way it was anymore. And it was only because Horus Galaxy was a safe haven for Warhammer fans that didn't want to engage with or accept the newer Warhammer fans that again wanted everything to just put a chick in it and make it lame and gay pretty much. As you can see here, another longtime moderator of Horus Galaxy was also removed by Reddit's higher-ups. And just like High Lord and his other moderators, none of these people were given a reason or action to appeal the decision that was made. They were quite literally censored and then thrown away, and their entire community of well over 14,000 users strong was suddenly just taken away from them in an instant and then thrown into the hands of the same Warhammer types who were ideologically left-leaning and wanted to co-opt and control the online culture surrounding this franchise the way that they wanted it to be. High Lord spoke on this evidently biased and totally against website regulation decisions made by Reddit's higher-ups on this whole thing. Here's what he said. Reddit admins have banned another one of our moderators for an arbitrary reason again. See attached image for what they said. This is yet another example of how they seem to be looking for any excuse to target this subreddit simply because we don't conform to the approved way of thinking. It's clear that the goalposts keep moving. We've done our best to follow the rules and conform as much as possible, but it doesn't seem to matter. They will still find a way to come after us. They explicitly threatened further action against this subreddit. We're not sure what will happen next, but if they decide to shut us down, we want to make sure everyone can regroup. As you may have noticed as well, you probably haven't heard any of the major news media outlets covering this story outside of Fandom Pulse here, and that's for a good obvious reason. Because what happened to Horus Galaxy and its community is not seen as a bad thing by the gaming media press, because if it was, they would have reported on it. In fact, the outcome here is what these media types would want to happen more often than not, because it means yet another safe space for people who don't adhere to their overall hive mind of everyone who isn't a yes-man freakazoid should instead be played and quartered. And what scares me, at least, is how easy this was for Reddit to do. It was also showing the obvious bias on hand here as well, that Reddit solely targeted Horus Galaxy for its non-compliance to their agenda-pushing nature. And why haven't other subreddits, which are left-leaning ideologically, had their moderators and creators told for control as well? But the normal Warhammer fans who just wanted to exist and enjoy their hobby, they had their entire space effectively razed to the ground and taken over now instead. This, my friends, is the true face of censorship, and this is what these types want more than anything else these days. And it should concern me, because it's very clear that what has happened here proves that if these types are given any modicum of power over you, that they will use that power to call, destroy, and censor you into no longer having the means to fight back or even speak up against them in the future. And yeah, this is a terrible precedent, and the fact that barely anyone online has even mentioned this story at all, and I would probably wager that the majority of you watching this right now didn't even know that this was happening.
Another epic victory! Big win! Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
You don't have to be a witch to find the magic in this world, but it does help. I've watched entire realities consumed by chaos. I won't let that happen again.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Puny human thinks he's strong. How cute.
You're underestimating me, buddy. My chi is fully focused.
So is Hulk's rage. Wanna see which is stronger?
You know what? I'm just gonna let you have this one.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
What is a hero? An overgrown child with a Lego.
A queen like me.
Render me assistance.
Ah, that's better.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. The mission area is yours.
That isn't a Krakoan board.
Goodbye.
They are in front of us. It's
Control lost.
Reborn from the chaos.
My
Be right back.
Just embrace the light.
Feeling stronger already. Just what I needed.
Goodbye.
For now.
My another loser to punch. That was some bad mojo, Wanda. A shield? That'll work.
Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway
Work here is
point.
not done.
Dragon
I never miss.
just dying.
Supernova!
I'll patch you up.
Feeling stronger already. Embrace the chaos.
That was some bad mojo.
Born again!
They've almost got it. Us against the world.
No stopping us now!
My fate isn't sealed now. A disappearing act.
Goodbye.
For now.
By the eye of Agamotto!
We have a winner.
That was some bad mojo.
This is real firepower!
I'm hurt.
The multiverse offers endless possibilities, but only if it survives this chaos.
Relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
We find ourselves caught in a battle between
My
two dooms with no way of truly knowing which one of them is right.
You don't have to be a witch to find the magic in this world, but it does help.
I can assure you, we most certainly will not.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
A noble place, under the boot of a vile usurper.
Grow up. Need some help.
Ah, that's better. You're not going anywhere.
Ancient secrets revealed.
Never miss. Count sneaking from behind.
Now, a disappearing.
Capture the mission area.
My turn.
Reborn from the chaos.
My chi is all tapped out.
Be right back. Ah, that's better.
Supernova!
Against the world.
Bring on the chaos. My turn.
Break free!
My fate isn't sealed yet.
A nice deep freeze. Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
By the eye of Agamotto!
Assemble! Much better. I outnumber you.
Only cowards see shades of gray.
They've almost got it! It's the grand finale! I like the cold.
Nice little boost.
We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Got one.
Born again!
Well, you can't expect to win them all. Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
Someone's gotta guard the galaxy. Might as well be me. I never wanted to be Iron Man, But it worked out for everybody. Guess we better save the world again. Or is it worlds this time?
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Fire!
Armor patch here.
I hope you're feeling worthy today, Goldilocks. We've got our work cut out for us.
Mjolnir brings the wrath of the Odin Force to our enemies.
Now that's how you start a battle. Powering up. Anyone say fireworks?
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
All right, somebody tell me this isn't some kid's birthday party again.
Watch out, they're headed our way! The next version of Spider nest, watch out!
Look out below!
You're welcome.
I needed that.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Powering up.
It's gonna take time to regrow.
Bombs away.
We captured the mission area!
Everybody ready? Look out below!
Enemy track.
Enemies on approach. Oh, crisis averted. Nice going, Webhead.
It's Spider time! Your team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
Feeling good again. Arachnophobia time.
You get a web, and you get a web, and you get a web!
Bringing the boom.
Control C's!
Oh, crisis averted.
What's that? Ow! That fucking hurt!
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Ready to radiate. Bombs away. Maximum pulse. No more spider nest.
Us against the world!
Bringing my stuff.
What kind of person is next?
I don't think that's
Captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
ready to radiate.
Hey, Dee!
Control lost! They've almost got him! It's party time!
Don't let them do this to you.
Everybody ready?
Sorry, I'm ready.
You get a web, and you get a web, and you get a web!
Anyone say fireworks?
We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner. Co-op time!
Poor kid.
You're ready.
universe offers endless possibilities, but only if it survives this chaos.
Control seized!
Yes! One down! Enemy tagged! Follow them!
I have spotted an enemy. Stand by me. Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man! I'll patch you. I'm guessing those are the bad guys.
We ought to wait for reinforcements.
So lost! You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
My fate is now a disappearing head. I may be powered by chaos, but I'm trying to bring a bit of order to the universe.
This is a nice spot.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
All who oppose us shall fall before the might of Mjolnir.
Right, about that. You wouldn't happen to have any spare enchanted weapons, would you?
Aye. But alas, both Stormbreaker and Yonbjorn are currently in other...
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Well, ain't this a fantastic mess we've gotten ourselves into, huh?
Watch out, they're headed our way.
You get a web, and you get a web, and you get a web. Hey, Petey, enjoy the amplifier.
Should do nicely.
The mission area is yours to capture now. They're down. The mission area is yours.
Goodbye. One down!
You're welcome.
Everybody needs a hand sometimes. Or a dagger.
This is a nice...
Oop, found a bad guy.
I am much better now.
Explosive spiders? Cool idea. Stop!
Now I got you.
Now, a disappearing head.
It's spider time!
Goodbye.
You captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
My favorite time!
Born again!
Goodbye.
I am Asgard's might!
Well, who's next?
You're welcome.
Ah, that's better.
Double KO!
Get out of here. What are you waiting for?
The area's almost yours!
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Goodbye.
Hey, Petey, enjoy the amplifier.
Come to go.
Double KO! That's 3!
Magneto raised me to never stop fighting for what I believe is right.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
We thought you were a goner after the vampires caught us by the Queensboro Bridge.
Oh, me too. You'll never guess who showed up to save the day. Morbius.
No way.
It got weirder from there. I'll tell you about it sometime.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
I am honored. In most realities, I would not have gotten an invitation.
Help! So cold. Enemy tag. All of them.
I'm just dying.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
I am Asgard.
My work now, a disappearing.
It's spider time!
My favorite time!
You get a web, and you get a web, and you get a web.
Capture the mission area!
My now, a disappearing act. Ah, that's good. Goodbye. For me.
Assemble!
Now, a disappearing.
You're welcome. Don't mind me.
Spider-Bots have been disabled.
I'm fucking helpful. I'll patch you up.
Your team's capture progress has passed the halfway point. Double KO! Control C's!
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Control
I
Ball!
don't think I like these odds.
I'll patch you up.
Goodbye. For me.
Time for some fireworks.
That's me.
Help! Enemy tag.
Man, I gotta make another beacon?
I am ready to get on the show!
Asgard now! Hey, Dee! Enjoy this!
To do nice.
They've almost got it!
My light boost. Exposed.
Watch out, they're headed our way. The next version of me. Tonight, you get a web, and you get a web, and you get a web.
Assemble!
It's spider time! Keep fighting until we have a winner.
Fucking nasty.
A disappearing. Goodbye. For me.
Partners like the old days.
I'll patch you up.
Time.
That's me.
Be right there.
If I get hit, it's gonna hurt.
stronger already.
Don't worry about the spider. I got it.
I am Asgard's might!
I'm an easy target.
Control C!
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Spiders don't forget.
I'll patch you up.
I am ready to put on a show!
I have told the spider swarm.
Watch out, they're headed our way.
Us against the world.
It's Spider Time! Keep going!
Born again!
You're not going anywhere!
You get a web, and you get a web, and you get a web.
Double time!
Assemble!
The next version of me.
What kind of person makes nests of explosive spiders? Suffering targets.
Check this enemy! Double KO! Great goals, yours!
That's better.
Behind you, my
Patch you
friend.
up.
Found the bad guy.
Come to this place if you wish to find our foes.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner!
I am Asgard's might!
A disappearing. That's better. Show's over.
I'm trying to help! Double KO! Another epic victory! Big win! Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
You don't have to be a witch to find the magic in this world. But it does help. I've watched entire realities
30
consumed
seconds
by
before you
chaos.
attack.
I
Get
won't
ready.
let that happen again.
Shouldn't you be off ruling your awesome intergalactic empire?
One cannot keep an empire when there is chaos at home.
That's what I always say. Only in a totally different way. So you're a friendly neighborhood Black Panther? Wow.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1! All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Kunlun is one of the last standing sanctuaries in my world.
We are in the front. Prepare yourselves.
Goodbye.
mission area is yours to capture now.
Just what I need. Now, a disappearing. This should help me heal.
Capture the mission area!
That was some bad mojo, Wanda.
Control thieves!
Now, a disappearing act.
Control lost!
Still conjuring.
Summon the Queen of Hell.
To soldier on reserve.
Just what I need. Goodbye. For now.